Welcome. Today let's take a look at two antique brooches from my collection. They're tiny, only a couple of centimetres across. Both are gold, one is set with corals and one with seed pearls, and they're both very special. Each one has a central plait of hair enclosed under glass. Hair as jewellery has a very long history, dating back to at least the 17th century. Today it's a bit divisive, with some finding it morbid, but in the past it was accepted as completely normal. The giving of a lock of hair was very common between lovers, friends and family members, and locks of hair were cut from the deceased to be kept as mementos or set into pieces of jewellery such as rings or brooches. Giving a lock of hair to someone was important and significant. I can't stress enough how personal and intimate this was. The gift of a physical part of yourself is deeply symbolic of commitment, even beyond the words, "I love you." For instance, in Sense and Sensibility, Willoughby returns Marianne's letters, as well as the lock of hair that she had given him. This, I would argue, is shown to have equal weight with the letters as a pledge of love and faith. So, knowing all of this, back to the brooches themselves. What can they tell us? Their small size, shape and construction, a simple solid back with a C-clasp, no safety clasp that rolls over, and a simple pin, indicates that they were made in the early 19th century. These tiny, discreet pieces would have been worn by women and girls. The corals on this one do have some significance. The bright, clear red of coral was welcomed as a strong contrast to white gowns, but coral also had a value in the past as a protective stone, particularly for the young. Contemporary drawings and paintings show babies with coral rattles and teething rings, and many young girls were pictured wearing necklaces and bracelets of coral beads. The corals on this brooch might indicate that the hair enclosed within is that of a child, or alternatively, and given its small size, that it was made for someone young to wear. The seed pearls on this very pretty brooch were an immensely popular jewellery component in the late 18th and early 19th centuries, valued for their delicacy. Pearls of matched size were particularly prized and seen as a status symbol. In this case, there is a possibility that the brooch was created as a mourning jewel. Pearls were said to signify tears. This comes from the medieval belief that pearls were the angels' tears that had fallen into the sea, and therefore pearls were associated with grief. Equally, however, this could simply have been a gift to a friend or a loved one. In Jane Eyre, Miss Temple gives Jane a little pearl ornament as a parting keepsake when the former marries and leaves Lowood School. Later in the text, it's revealed that this is in fact a brooch. It could have been just such a one as this. Many people regard hair jewellery as solely mourning pieces, but I'm undecided about these. For one thing, they have no inscription on the back, as many did. Usually a name or initials, the word obit from the Latin word obitus, meaning death, and the date when the person died. Whatever the past significance, or not, of these two brooches, I think we can all agree that their beauty and historical interest makes them every bit as appealing to modernise as to their original owners and wearers. I hope that you've enjoyed looking at these historical jewels with me. I'd be very grateful if you could press the like button, and please consider subscribing to my channel. It costs absolutely nothing and really helps the channel to grow. And ring the bell for notifications of new videos. Until next time, thank you for watching and goodbye.